Downtown between Brush Street and I-375. That's where we're located in the heart of Detroit at Ford Field, which first opened back in 2002.
Today we hit double digits, week 10, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Minnesota Vikings taking on the Detroit Lions.
The kicker, Graham Gano, set to put his foot into this one. And we are underway from Ford Field.
And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25.
Set, ready.
Drive starts with a run from Gibbs.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
Go ultra. Ready.
Throwing now is Lance.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Gibbs. That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a third down and 12.
Hey, look at this defense for the Vikings.
They were very solid last week in the victory over Baltimore.
And all defensive teams that I know talk about creating turnovers. Takeaways, they call them. And anytime you can get 2 or more in a game, you've had a really, really good performance. They exceeded that number in a big way.
Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down.
That's a play that may get lost in the grand scheme of things, but one thing's for sure. You certainly don't want to go 3 and out to start the game. So that's a nice job of finding the right play call and coming up with a first down.
Ready.
On first and 10, here's Gibbs.
And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
The Lions at 5-3 now on the year. And they come in off the extended break from the bye.
And I think it was much needed as well, because you play 2.5 months. You know you're ready for some time off in order to get prepared for the home stretch. In fact, when they looked at the schedule to start the season, I think they liked where their open week fell.
27 yards there, a first down.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route.
He finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be second down.
Here we go.
From the 23, here's 2nd and 6.
Set.
Off of play action, here's Lance.
And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
A week ago, they dominated in the trenches. They got in the backfield for 5 sacks, setting the tone there, one on the opening drive.
And it sets the tone for the opposing team, doesn't it? Remember when you were a kid and you went to the theater and saw that horror movie that stuck with you for a while and you were a little bit jumpy? Well, if you saw 5 sacks the previous week and you're the quarterback, he might be a little jumpy as well. It might throw off his timing.
Yeah, it'd be jumpy, but sorry, Bob and Linda wouldn't let me see a PG movie until I was 17.
Well, that's just good parenting.
That also a career-long kick for the veteran, Charles.
Yeah, how about what he just got done there? We always knew he had a big leg, but how about everything coming together perfectly on that one? Great leg swing, and bang that one through.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Ready.
Here's Eckler to begin the drive. Oh, an absolutely filthy juke. He's got some space now.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
36 yards on the play. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for first and 10. It's Eckler again. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here.
42 yards rushing for him now to this point.
He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
On second down, Eckler. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could throwing is Tagovailoa on third down here. Being chased out left. And this is caught inside the 5. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. Eckler will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Graham Gano on for the extra point. He's got it. They'll see that opening drive field goal and raise it a touchdown, and that makes it 7-3. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they were winners the last time they took the field, which was 2 weeks ago. They had the open week last week, so this is a squad that should be really refreshed and ready to roll.
I would agree, because when you get that open week after a victory, it does wonders for everyone. Obviously, your body, get a chance to heal up, but your mind as well. You feel good about winning, so now you can get away from it for a few days, put down the playbook, turn off the film. Just be you. Enjoy that time away, and then you come back ready to go.
Hey, look at this defense for the Vikings.
They were very solid last week in the victory over Baltimore.
And what I saw on film was nearly an unstoppable pass rush. They had 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries. So now do you just max protect on offense, keep everyone in, and run, 1 or 2 receiver routes to make sure your quarterback stays up? We'll soon find out.
On third down, here's Gibbs.
And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 15 yards for the Lions there on a first down. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
And he takes us just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. That's good for 28 yards.
They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10.
Ready.
Working from the gun, Lance.
A quick throw, but incomplete.
It sort of looks like they stopped some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
Ready.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Watch out now. 50.
Now back to the ground. Here's Gibbs.
He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
Here we go.
The Lions on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8.
Now Lance.
He's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. A great play there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Lions have retaken the lead. Certainly there are good things about quick strike offenses that score fast. But a long drive can also work to your advantage as well.
In so many ways, Brandon, because number one, you get them tired, but the big one is mentally. They can't figure out how to slow you down, how to get off the field, how to get the ball back. They go to the bench wondering, what are we going to do next time in order to stop those guys?
And Patterson back out there to send this one away. And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Just the one misstep for them in the first half of the season. 7-1 is the record at the midway point. And in terms of whatever power rankings you want to go by, they're at or near the top of the list in terms of best teams in the National Football League.
And for me, in my little bit of rankings here, I've got them at the top. I know there's still 2 months to go, and we've seen teams get off to hot starts and then fade away due to injuries or the schedule or whatever. But unless there are a rash of injuries on this team, I'd be surprised if they aren't a first or a second seed come playoff time.
They'll wind up getting just a yard, and it'll be second down. Out of the gun, Eckler running it. And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40. 51 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurdling through them.
Down to about the 37. These two teams, you may remember, they met in Minnesota earlier in the year with the Vikings coming out victorious. So if they can win again here in Detroit, they'd pull off the season sweep. Tagovailoa to throw on second down here. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Jack Campbell with a pick.
And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45.
Ready. 22 needle. Ready.
Gibbs straight ahead. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
That was a really nice play, to be able to stack that one up. When they get back in the huddle, he's got to tell his guys up front, great job. They kept people off of him, allowed him to run free, and make the hit on the runner.
Filled the gap nicely, kept him to just a 1-yard gain. They work now on 2nd and 9. Here's Lance to throw it. And now a fumble. The ball's out, and the Vikings pick up the football. Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover up the football. And they still find ways to knock it free.
Boy, nowhere to go at all on that first down run as they will get to him behind the line of scrimmage. And now they'll stop play here, at least momentarily. A member of the Vikings in some discomfort after that last play. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. Finding Hockenson here on the out route.
And they're able to get this one across the 35.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Meanwhile, Tua's throw pulled in by Jefferson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players. Somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You get better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination. Guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11.
Tua going to throw. Over the middle and complete to Addison.
The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And 3rd and 8 now.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Looking to pass. Tua. There's Hutchinson in the end zone. Touchdown, Vikings.
A 22-yard touchdown grab.
And the Vikings have taken the lead.
Gano for the extra point. And that makes it 14-10. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and he'll take over at the 25.
Here we go.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Charles, you got to think the #1 goal here is ball security. Remember, last drive they coughed it up, then they allowed the touchdown, and now they're trailing on the scoreboard.
Boy, the way you described it makes me think that one actually hurt them 3 times. The fumble cost them potential points. Then they watched their opponent get a touchdown off of the fumble. And third, they lost the lead as a result. Really tough sequence right there. I don't think coaches have to remind them to hold on to the football. They've just got to find a way to get it done.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
So many times we've seen him try to escape the pocket and do something with his legs, but in this case, the pressure was too intense, and he made the wise choice to just get rid of the football and make sure no one was going to get it.
Throwing his Lance on 3rd down. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Lewis Seen.
And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. Running on 1st down, Eckler. And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
59 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
Here's 2nd and 3.
Now Tua on the bootleg here. Rolling to his left.
Justin Jefferson.
Touchdown, Vikings.
Justin Jefferson.
29 yards.
And the Vikings are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Gano the extra point, and that makes it a 21-10 game. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line.
Okay, ready?
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. The Lions need to move. They're hustling to the line now.
Here's Lance.
Flushed out right.
That is caught by Laporta.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
Now Lance wants to change him up.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
Again, they'll throw it with Lance.
Throw left side complete. That's Burgess. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him,
why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
And no signs of the field goal unit. They're going for it on fourth down. And they'll go for it. Lance. That is caught. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. A final shot before half for Lance. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. A great effort there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Lions are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And it's now 21-17. So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away. And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. He might take this all the way. And he takes it the distance. No time remaining.
No cloth on the field.
Yeah, no flags, and it's a kickoff return to end the first half.
And as we've talked to special teams coaches, that theme of being aggressive continues to come through, doesn't it? When they moved the kickoff back to the 35, it was going to cut down on the number of opportunities. But if you've got a special guy, you give him the green light no matter where he fields in the end zone. And in this case, it paid off handsomely.
He fielded it deep in the range of emotions. Maybe like, oh, no, don't. And then all of a sudden you see him break it. And you're like, yeah, way to go.
Yeah, sometimes you have to remind your head coach that he approved the green light for bringing it out from deep in the end zone. And that's exactly why he did.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the second half. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They started on the ground with Eckler. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. Now the stop made by Cam Taylor-Britt.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and get the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you got a battle on your hands.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well.
That's too early to figure out what kind of adjustments this defense made at halftime, but that's a good start to the second half. They can now afford to give up more points and fall further behind, so well done to force the punting situation here.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 31 yards on the punt there. And the Lions will have excellent field position here as they take over 1st and 10. Throwing on first down is Lance. Eluding the pressure right. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket, only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
Flush to his right. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first two throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on third down to get their momentum going again.
Now on third down, that pass knocked down in the backfield and incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. Here comes the Lions punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Fair catch called for and collected right at the 10-yard line. A 40-yard punt, no return, and the Vikings will be backed up deep to begin their drive as they take over 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground, shedding the tackle, and he takes us across the 15 to the 17. 67 yards rushing for him now to this point. From the 17, here's 2nd and 4. Once more, here's Eckler. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down. They fake the handoff. Now Tua. This one caught. It's the tight end Hawkinson. Look at the big man rumble. Touchdown, Vikings. T.J. Hawkinson with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Gano now to add the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25.
On the ready.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles, if they're going to try to pull off an improvement. Oh, Lance has it knocked free. The ball is loose, and the Vikings pick up the football. And they will take over with a football just outside of the 10 at the 12-yard line. The pocket collapsed around him. I know we talk about it a lot, but a QB has to have that sixth sense, doesn't it?
He really does, and I know of one team at one point was training their quarterback with that.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Austin Eckler, his 11th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Vikings are able to capitalize on the forced fumble by turning it into 6 points. Extra point try good by Gano. And they open the lead up now to 25. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25.
Ready.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
Here we go.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. To throw, it's Lance. That throw taken in by Jamison Williams. And they're going to speed things up here. Now Lance looking to change it up. Well, looks like they'll move things around here. Shotgun now for Lance. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Lions first down. Ends up getting 7. Now Lance again. That's to the tight end Laporta. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. Lance now on first down. Over the middle and taken in by Laporta. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. From the gun, it's Lance. He's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown of the game, his 8th on the year. And the Lions are able to cut into that deficit. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that'll cut the lead down to 18.
42. Lions 24. Riley Patterson, the kickoff for the Lions.
And Patterson back out there to send this one away. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Up the middle with Eckler. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
From the 46, here's 2nd and 2. Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 26. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line. Eckler now between the tackles. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4, 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Tua wants to throw it on 2nd down. On the move to his left. Touchdown! Justin Jefferson. his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Vikings get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Gano the extra point, and they open the lead up now to 25. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
In every game that's ever been played.
And now another turnover as this one's intercepted. And they finally put an end to this return, but not before he's all the way down to the 37. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. On the give, this is Eckler. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today.
It's a loss of 2.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close.
Ready.
2nd and 12, operating from the 39. A give, Eckler running to the right. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Well, just a little too lackadaisical, Charles, and they didn't get up and snap the ball in time. Delay of game.
Yeah, and I'm not sure if he understood where the clock was located. In different stadiums, it's in different places. You have to check that in pregame and make sure you're aware so you don't run into penalties like these.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. A handoff, it's Eckler. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Well, they'll take that every time with a lead. 1st down, 4th quarter, getting 8 yards. You love that.
They will take it, and you have to ask the defensive guys, why did you give it? I mean, you know the situation. You're down, have to stop them, have to get the football back. But 8 yards on 1st down puts them back on their heels.
That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Jefferson going to go in motion right. They'll fake it on the jet sweep, and instead a handoff up the middle. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. They'll try the field goal now with Graham Gano from 28 yards out. Gano's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line.
Ready up.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there, and trailing big here in this 4th quarter. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there's not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
The offense on third down, they're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 10. Lance looking to throw it. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Lions turned away on 4th down. And, boy, possession here turns over with a football already being in the red zone. On 1st down, Gibbons. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. So there the defense denies the rookie of his potential first career touchdown.
And his first NFL touchdown celebration. I wonder if he's thought about it, if he has something cooked up in his head as he worked on with his team, and think about the celebration back home when he finally scores his first touchdown.
You don't get a second chance to make a first impression. We'll see what he does.
Well said, sir. Well said.
On 3rd down, Gibbons. And he goes diving to get as much as he can, but he's going to be short of the line to gain. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
So the starting field position was terrific following the surprising turnover on downs, but the end result, only 3 points.
Simply stated, I think you have to look at that as a missed opportunity.
And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line.
Let's go.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Steps away to his left. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Quiddy Pay make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
We all know he's one of the better quarterbacks in the league, but definitely not today. His team trailing by multiple touchdowns, and a late sack, just a parting gift from the defense for him to take back to the locker room with him.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. From the gun, Gibbs will get it. It'll be a gain of about 5, but they're left with a 3rd and still about 12 to go.
Okay,
Let's see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down. Off of play action, here's Lance. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. And the Vikings are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. First and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. Now a handoff up the middle. Gibbons. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
And they'll indeed take a knee.